Welcome to Afro Tales TV, where African stories come alive with heart, mystery, and unforgettable moments. Today's tale is one that will leave you speechless. It's the story of a beautiful bride, a tragic wedding, and a secret that refused to stay buried. What happens when the one who was wronged refuses to rest? Sit back, listen closely, and discover the haunting mystery behind the ghost that came back to finish her wedding. It was supposed to be the happiest day of her life. Amarachi Nwankwo stood in front of the mirror, wearing her white wedding dress. Her smile was big, her eyes were shining. The wedding was set to take place in a beautiful church in Enugu. Flowers were everywhere. Friends and family had traveled from far places to be there. "I can't believe today is finally here," Amarachi whispered. Her best friend, Ifunanya, helped her fix her veil. "You look like an angel, Ama," she said with a happy laugh. "I just want to see Emeka's face when I walk down the aisle," Amarachi said. Emeka was the love of her life. They met at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. He was kind, smart, and always made her laugh. After dating for 3 years, he proposed under a mango tree behind the school's chapel. Everything had been perfect, until the moment it wasn't. The church was full. The choir was singing softly as the bride's car arrived. Amarachi stepped out with grace. Cameras clicked. Children clapped. "Here comes the bride," someone whispered. She took her father's arm and began to walk down the aisle. Emeka stood at the front, looking nervous but happy. Then, just a few steps from the altar, Amarachi stopped. Her eyes went wide. She dropped her bouquet. "Amarachi?" her father asked, but she didn't answer. She fell to the ground. Screams filled the church. "Ama? Jesus!" People ran to help, but it was too late. Amarachi was gone. Just like that. On her wedding day, Enugu was quiet the day of her burial. The whole city felt the pain. Everyone wore black. Emeka could not stop crying. "She was my life," he said over and over. "She was my everything." The doctor said it was a heart attack, a sudden one. But something felt strange. Amarachi had always been healthy, no sickness, no signs, nothing. Ifunanya stood by her grave, shaking her head. "It doesn't make sense," she whispered. She was fine that morning. But life went on. Slowly, painfully, the world moved forward, until the night Amarachi came back. It was 3 weeks after her burial. Ifunanya was in her room when the lights flickered. "Nepa again," she hissed and stood to get her phone. But then she saw it, in the mirror, a white figure. She turned quickly. No one was there. She ran out of the room. That same night, Emeka had a dream. He was standing in the church again, waiting at the altar. Amarachi walked down the aisle, her dress glowing. But this time she didn't smile. Her face was cold, pale. Her eyes were sad. "Emeka," she said. "Amarachi, find the truth. I didn't die by accident." He woke up, sweating. Amarachi started appearing to people close to her mother, to her younger brother, to her choir leader. Each time she said the same thing. "I want justice. I didn't just die." Her mother cried for days. "What do you mean, my daughter?" she screamed into the air. But the ghost said nothing more. She just vanished each time. Ifunanya knew Amarachi was telling the truth. She began to ask questions. She talked to the makeup artist. "She was laughing when I finished her makeup," the lady said. "Nothing was wrong." She talked to the driver. "She was fine on the way to church." She talked to the photographer. "I saw her fall," he said. "But I remember Emeka's uncle was walking behind her, Chief Uche." That name made Ifunanya pause. Chief Uche, Emeka's uncle, was powerful, rich, and proud. He had never liked Amarachi. He said she was from a poor family. "If Emeka marries that girl, he will regret it," Chief Uche had once said. Was it possible? Ifunanya returned to Amarachi's mother's house and asked to see her clothes from that day. They found the wedding dress, stained from the fall. Ifunanya noticed a strange smell on the veil. She took it to a small lab. The result came back. Traces of poison, not a heart attack. Poison. Ifunanya told Emeka everything. She was poisoned, Emeka. It wasn't a natural death. Emeka stared at the test result. He felt like the ground was shaking. Who would do such a thing? She looked him in the eye. Who stood to gain from her death? Chief Uche. He wanted Emeka to marry the daughter of a governor. He hated Amarachi. They went to confront him. "Are you mad?" Chief Uche shouted when they arrived at his mansion in Independence Layout. "You come to my house to accuse me of murder?" "She came back to tell us," Emeka said quietly. "Ghosts? Foolishness. She said she wants justice, and will get it." Chief Uche laughed. "You have no proof." But that night, he saw her. At exactly 2 a.m., Chief Uche woke up to a sound. Knock, knock, knock. He opened the door. Amarachi stood there. Her wedding dress was torn. Her eyes glowed. "You thought I would not know?" she whispered. "Jisu!" he screamed and fell to the floor. "You took my life to control his, but I'm not done yet." She vanished. Chief Uche ran out of his house barefoot that night. The next morning, Chief Uche walked into the police station shaking. "I have a confession," he said. He had paid the cook to put slow poison in Amarachi's lip gloss. The poison would act like a heart attack. Nobody would suspect anything. But ghosts don't stay quiet. He was arrested. After the arrest, Emeka stood by Amarachi's grave. "I'm sorry I didn't protect you," he whispered. "But you got justice." Your voice was heard. A soft wind blew. He turned. She was there. Amarachi, smiling. In her wedding dress. "I waited for this day," she said. "I love you, Amarachi." "I love you too." Then she faded into the air like dust, and the sun broke through the clouds. They never held another wedding. But every year, on the day she died, Emeka placed a white flower at her grave. And in Enugu, people still told the story. That bride who came back from the dead, not for love, but for justice. Moral lesson: the truth can never stay buried. No matter how long it takes, justice will always find a way, even beyond the grave. Never use power to silence the innocent, because one day every secret will speak. And above all, love deserves honesty, not betrayal. Thank you for watching today's story on Afrotales TV. In every corner of Africa, there are stories waiting to be told, of love, betrayal, and spirits that never sleep. If this tale moved you, shocked you, or made you think twice about silence, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, remember, the truth always finds its way, even from the grave. See you in the next story.